Oh my gosh, I am here. Oh, it took forever. Hopefully we get some people to join us. So you can't go live from your cell phone unless you have a certain amount of subscribers. So I had to like download apps and everything and whatnot just to get on here. So hopefully we have some people join us this morning. I was supposed to be on here at 9:45, but wow, it took me 30 minutes to find a way to get on here. All right, while we wait for some people, so I'm trying to, this is weird because I'm like using my cell phone to connect to the laptop because I didn't trust the webcam. I never used the webcam on my laptop. So I was like, let's try this. So anywho, I took off all my nails, my artificial nails, and I'm trying press-on nails. And one already broke, like 45 minutes into work, one already broke. So I don't know how people wear these press-on nails. They're like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too hard on my nails. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But we're going to try this again. So I'm going to do my nails really quick before we get started. I was supposed to theirs last for weeks. I'm like, how? How does yours last for weeks? I watched a few videos, so I'm trying to do what the videos say, but as everybody joins, say hi. Let me know where you're from. I'm from Houston, of course. I mentioned that a few times on my videos. So we're trying this again. Like, this is my last time. Like, if these nails break again today, I'm done. Like, everybody can keep telling me how well theirs work. I'm just not going to believe. I'll just, like I said, maybe I am just too hard on my, I'm just too rough or something. Okay, so we got the thumb back. Also, I'm going to take this to work with me. Maybe that'll help too. I did try, I was careful. Like, I went to, a box was already open at work, and I went to like open the lip of the box to see what product was in there, and I went and it went choop. Oh, look, see, look. I don't like these. I don't think they're for me. I'm trying to be careful, but it just, I don't know. It's just not working for me. It's too much. I'm nervous. I feel pressure with these. But I can't go get my nails done right now, so we're just gonna work with these. And like I said, I'm taking my glue to work, so if it pops off, then I will just glue it back on. I did. I put a little bit of glue. I put like 2 drops. Like, the other one stick, so I don't know. This one was, I don't know why this one came off like that. One popped off, the other one I took off myself because I kept hitting it on stuff and then it bent. So I had like the bent mark on there, and I'm like, okay, that's not cute. That's not cute whatsoever. So that's the only reason why I have two off. So we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna be as careful as I can. I don't know what else to do. Okay. Alright. I think I'm just gonna end up getting my nails done next week. I just think that's just what's best for me. This is a cheaper option, but I don't know. I just feel more comfortable with the artificial nails. Did I put this on Cricut? Oh well, it is what it is. It's already on my finger. If somebody's looking at my hand that hard, then they're too close. Okay, so let me. I don't know if this is going to record or save this, like if it's going to archive this on my channel. Because you can't stream from your mobile unless you have a certain subscriber account. So I don't know if this is going to save. Hopefully it does. But I decided to do like a live, because I do lives on IG. I haven't done one in a minute. I haven't done one on Facebook in a minute either. But I've never done one on YouTube. So I decided, you know what? At least for one Saturday a month, it's going to be called See You Saturday. And I'm just going to hop on here and talk to you guys and chat with you to get to know you better. You can get to know me better. And then just get ready with you for my day to go to work. Maybe you can choose which palette I use for the day, something to that effect, which hair I wear for the day. So, all right. They're back. So I got this one, put these on. So we'll see how this goes. All right, let's get started. So where's all my stuff? Oh my gosh, my curling iron was on. What the? I kept thinking, man, what is that smell? Why do I smell something burning? I thought it was my phone charging or something like that. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I almost burnt the house down. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to use a setting powder. I haven't said this in a minute on any of my videos lately, but I do have oily eyelids. So using a setting powder soaks up the oil on the eyes. So we're going to put that on. If you don't have oily eyes, you don't have to worry about this part. I'm getting ready for work. So coming on Saturdays is what works best for my schedule. because one of the kids aren't here. So love my kids, but they are very loud. And actually, all of them are not here. Mini Me's at work, and the other two with my mom and stepfather. So I have the whole house to myself, except for that cat. But I close the door so she's not interrupting. So it's just me. So it's easier to do lives and different things like that when I'm by myself. So that's why they're going to be on Saturday morning. Because typically I close at work on Saturday. So this is just easy for me. Okay, so for eyeshadow base, we're going to use the P. Louise. I have Rumor 1. I don't know. Have you guys tried this base? Like, I've been talking about this base, I think, for like over a year on my channel, how I wanted to try it. And unpopular opinion, I don't think is that great. I don't feel like it's the holy grail. I don't know if I'm not using it right, but I get the same results with this as I do my LA Girl Pro Conceal. And LA Girl Pro Conceal, depending on where you get it from, costs like $2 or $3. And this from Morphe, I think I got a discount on it. But I think I paid like 15 bucks. So it's like I might as well just pay for LA Girl Pro Conceal cheaper than pay $15 for this if they're going to do the same thing. But maybe I'm using it wrong. But I definitely put on powder before this, because when I just use this by itself, because you're not supposed to use powder, right? It's supposed to get tacky and whoop-de-woo. For oily eyelids, if you use this and you don't put anything under, it is going to, it does cause creasing with your eyeshadows, and it does cause them to be muddy. So in order to avoid that, you have to use, if you have oily eyelids, you have to use some type of powder to soak up that oil on your eyelid. So I know the directions are to like squeeze like a pea-sized amount on the back of your hand and let the product warm up, blah, 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 blah. I tried that. Either way, it's the same result, whether I do it like this or whether I warm it on the back of my hand and put the brush bristles, work it into the bristles. It's too much. Okay, so I'm not going to use a brush. I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge. And then I'm just going to start blending it in. So this is my method. I feel like this is what works best for me. Instead of using like 2 different brushes, I just use this. And I'm like lightly pressing it so that the sponge doesn't soak up too much of the product. Because, you know, that's the thing with sponges. Like, they're great for blending, but to apply product on your face, they just soak up too much product. So just lightly, lightly, lightly press that on there. So I never recorded like a intro to my channel, which I probably should, but I haven't. So kind of an intro about me on here. I have 3 kids. I have a sandwich. The boy is a sandwich, and we call him the boy. And of course, and I have Mini Me, and then the little diva princess, who usually is the one that was usually on here at the beginning. And then what else? So I'm originally from Houston, H-Town. I've been into makeup, seems like forever. I remember being, I don't know how old I was. I know I was at a daycare, and I don't know where I got the eyeshadow from or the makeup from. I probably took it from my mom. And I remember putting it on and wearing it, and then I forgot to take it off, and she caught me with it on. So that was at a very young age. Very young, because we lived on that side of town. So yeah, I had to be like 5, 6, or 7 years old, between that age range. I remember putting that on. No, not that young. Not that young. Maybe between 7 and 9, I think maybe. But anyway, so I've been playing in makeup since then. And then my mom sold beauty control, which is kind of like Avon and all those other kind of companies like that. I would help her set up for her clients for the day. And then I sold Avon for a little while. Didn't like that. um, then where did I go from there? I don't know. Then I just started I don't know, playing in makeup throughout the years. Oh, for drill team. We have to wear makeup for drill team. And so like I'm into art. So like especially when I was younger, like I was always drawing art classes, different things like that, displaying my art. So blending came natural to me because you have to blend, you know, your colors for art. So for drill team, you know, I was always blending. We had to wear, if you're ever in drill team, you have like red and blue. You get this little eyeshadow palette and all it has is red and blue in there. I think white. And, you know, so I was, you know, you'd have to blend the blue and the red so that, well, I felt you had to blend it. So it looked nice. It was that gradient effect, kind of like what we do now. But a lot of the girls didn't blend it. So it was just like these blocks of colors on their eyes. So I remember people always asking me how I blended my makeup like that. And I was in junior high through high school with doing that makeup. And no one taught me. I just, like I said, I just applied the concepts of art to my face. That was before makeup artistry was considered an art at that time. So anyway, I just kept doing my thing in makeup and practicing on myself. And then eventually I started doing other people's makeup, just practicing on them, and sold motives for a little bit. I worked at Tony and Guy for a year or so. And I would do, we got a lot of clients especially for prom. So I did makeup on prom clients, and then I started freelancing. But I don't do too much freelancing because I work in retail and most people want their makeup done on the weekends, at prime time. So I started doing YouTube. I don't know, I tried doing it. I was a stay-at-home mom with my son. So that was like in 2009. If I knew then what I know now, I would have stayed with it and probably I would think I would have grown my channel by now, but I didn't stick with it, didn't really understand it and the benefits of it. So like that's a small regret I have that I stopped doing it. But I went off for years, and then I don't know how many years back, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I hopped back on here, wasn't consistent, hopped back off, and then now I've been consistent with it for the last 2 years, I believe. So slow growth, but I'm gonna still stick with it and just keep pushing forward and hopefully grow my channel bigger and better. Because I like doing this. I like doing makeup and tutorials and things like that. So I want to share that with other people. And then, of course, I like doing the motivational things just to motivate and inspire people to reach their absolute best. So that's why I always do the motivational things at the beginning of all my videos, just to help someone, whether I reach one person or 20 people or 30, doesn't matter. As long as I reach that one person and I make that one person feel better or have a better outlook, then I'm satisfied. My goal, my mission accomplished. Okay, so that's a different thing about me, and I believe other channels. I try to do motivation all the time, every single video. What do I want to use today? Think about what I'm wearing. I got a few different palettes that I have not, I haven't done any reviews on yet. I finally got the box of crayons palette. This is one of the original OGs from the crayon case. Do I want to use this today? Got this. I didn't get this on Cyber Monday. I was debating. And then by the time I debated, she was sold out. And then she had another sale because the Crown Case is always having a sale. So you should follow them because they're always having a sale. And so when she had another sale a few weeks ago, I went ahead and bought it. Now these I haven't reviewed at all on my channel. These are from Melt Cosmetics. I forgot the line. I forgot what the line is fully called, but these are two palettes they just released. I want these for Christmas. I got one for Christmas, another one for my birthday. So this is Vida and this is Muerte. And these I've always wanted to try Melt Cosmetics, and then when they released this collection, I was like in love. Like I'm just in love with the whole color palette, and hey, this is magnetic. I'm in love with the color palette, the theme. My daughter's half Mexican, so she's into that part, learning that part of her culture and the Day of the Dead stuff. And so because of that, I'm fascinated by this. So because of that, I also have an interest. Also, my ex-husband I was with for years, he's Mexican, so I've always been fascinated with the Mexican culture. Actually, all cultures. I love learning about all cultures because you can learn something from people. So yeah. Anywho, let's get started. I don't know why I'm playing with this. I think I'm gonna use Vita. So I might use both. I don't know. We'll see. So that's Vita right there. So far, I really do like this palette. See, already on the Falcon C, but there's already creasing. And they said there's no crease. But I notice when everybody uses it, there's creasing on their eyes. So don't really understand how they can say it doesn't crease. Unless they're saying, unless they're saying your eyeshadow doesn't crease. I don't know. But see, when I use LA Girl Pro Conceal, I have no creasing. Okay, so we're gonna start. I'm one of those people that kind of matches what I wear. That's just what I do. So I think I'm gonna start with. I don't know. So far, I'm gonna start with Sol, Pan Dulce, and Mexicana. So it's like this shade here, this one, and this one right here. So Sol is like a marigold color, and then Pan Dulce, it's just a darker shade of that, and then Mexicana, that's a different red than what's in Muerte. This is a blue red in Muerte, and this is more like of a orange red. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So hopefully y'all can see me. I'm using the Morphe E28 brush right here. It's kind of like a dome-shaped brush. But I just love eyeshadow. I love color. Like I said, I don't know if that stems from my whole art background, but I just love color. You do get fallout with this palette, but I don't feel like it's a deal breaker. It's not like so much fallout that you lose a whole pan of eyeshadow. So I'm just packing this color on. So first you want to pack on the color, build up the level of intensity, and then once you do that, then you want to blend. So, and when I have fallout, I just kind of dip my brush and pick up that fallout like that, and then I use it. And now I'm just blending that color out. See, now the creasing is gone. Once you add color, then the creasing is gone, but I don't know. Am I the only one that is not like impressed by this base? Not that anything's horrible about it. I don't want it to come off like that. I'm not saying it's horrible. I don't know. I just, when you have expectations, I had a high expectation of the base. I thought it was just going to be like, oh, but it wasn't. Okay, see, And I've seen it crease on everybody. So it's not like because I have oily eyelids, that's why it's creasing. Like I've watched videos and tutorials, and I've seen it crease on people. So some other things I'm interested in. I'm a huge movie buff. I've always loved watching TV. So I've been a TV baby, TV person my whole life. And like last night I was watching for some reason on YouTube I've gotten into catfish again. I don't know why. So I was watching like the catfish channel on YouTube and watching all the different moments that they ranked and stuff like that. And then I came home and I think Catfish is on Hulu. So I was going to watch that. All the controllers for the PS4 were dead. So I decided, of course, I had to wait until they charged. And while they were charging, I hopped on Netflix and I watched the movie Someone Great. And it turns out that's the movie where they have the Lizzo song on there. That's where everybody first heard Truth Hurts, and that's how Lizzo like just took off from there. I don't know if anyone has seen that movie. I know everybody's been into You lately, which I have never watched. But that was a really good movie. So that's what I was watching last night. If you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend you see Someone Great. It was really, really good. It was well, in my case, it was very, very relatable. But it was a really good movie. Okay, so now we're going to see what happens when we use that darker shade. Let's see if there's like a contrast. So I'm just going to pack that right into the crease. So hopefully y'all can see that. I don't know if it's too bright. There we go. That's better. Well, it looks better on my laptop, so I'm hoping that looks better for you guys. Okay, so again, you're just gonna tap. I don't know where I'm going with this look, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do a cut crease or halo. Because it's really too late to do something else. Okay, so just back that in there. Hello, ma'am. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm just doing this. Get ready with me. I'm starting a new series, if you want to say that. You're doing it. I'm starting this new thing where at least one Saturday a month, I'm gonna have what we call what am I calling this? See You Saturday. It took me 30 minutes to figure out how to go live because YouTube doesn't want me to be great since I don't have the right subscriber number. So I couldn't use my cell phone. So I had to figure out a way to get on here. But after 30 minutes, I figured it out and here I am. So I'm just packing this color on here. This is the darker shade of the two. So sometimes like when one shade is I appreciate you so much. You've been here from like the get-go, and I truly appreciate it. I'm trying to expand. I'm trying to do different things. Not different, like a whole bunch of different things, but doing something different for the channel to help it grow. So I figured coming on here live would help do that. And that way it allows me to like interact with you guys and get to know y'all better. I'm trying to stay on time. I want to get to work on time, so that's always the goal. And then one tip I can give about doing your makeup, make sure you have proper lighting. Like even if I'm not recording, I still will turn on my ring light so I can see. It actually makes a difference. No matter how long you've been doing makeup, it makes a huge difference to have the proper lighting. It doesn't matter if you're on YouTube or not, just if you do your makeup, you need to have proper lighting to make sure you're blending out, because you think you're looking good and you go out in that sun or you go somewhere with harsh lighting and you're like, girl, you do not look like how you think you look. That's because you didn't have proper lighting. Oh, the palette I'm using, I got the Amore Eternal. That's what it is. That's what the new collection is from Melt Cosmetics. So I wanted this for Christmas. So I got one for Christmas and one for my birthday. And that's these palettes right here. And one I'm using is Vita, and then there's Muerte. So my first Melt Cosmetics eyeshadows, because I've always wanted to try. Yeah, that's good that you did that. I changed my bulbs too. But I would also like suggest getting either like a mini ring light, you know, like the little ones that you can attach. I used to do that. I would get my palette and I would just clip my ring light right there and I would do my makeup, because you need that extra boost of light to really look at what you're doing and making sure like every angle is really blended. So I would definitely suggest that. I got mine off of Amazon, and my daughter bought me one and she ended up stealing it. And so I had to go buy my own, and we both got them off of Amazon. So I would suggest that, like I said, just so you can make sure you have everything blended out and you're not like caught off guard, seeing something out of place, seeing something where it's not supposed to be. All right, let's see. But yes, I love the packaging. Like this whole collection is just so, oh my gosh, it's just the concept, the colors, the culture. Like they did this. They really, really did this. Like they really did this. Again, I have no idea where I'm going with this look. Most of the times I have a look, especially, well, either way, whether I'm on here or I'm at home, you know, whatever. I never, 90% of the time, I don't have any idea where I'm going with it. I just pull a palette out, look at it, look at what I'm wearing, and then I just go from there. Just trying to see real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the Muerte palette, and I'm gonna use, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right, Sangre. That's this color right here. Just like two dark shades right here, but I'm going to this one. So we're gonna see what that does. And this brush is like from Eco Tools. I got it for my kit when I do makeup on clients. And I actually like this brush. So we're gonna go. I'm supposed to use that red color. All right, we're just gonna use this one. Oh, that's a purple shade. Ooh. Okay, so don't like that. I mean, I like the shade. That's just not what I was going for. So I already put it down on one side, so I have to do it to the other. We're gonna go back to the Vita palette for right now, because I thought that was gonna be more of a maroon color, but it came out more like a blackberry color. Okay, let's go back to the red that I originally said I was gonna use. See, I love color. I don't know, like I look at a palette and if it has color, I'm gonna gravitate more towards palettes with colors in them. Like I'll see people post pictures of neutral palettes and they're like raving about them, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's nice. No. I mean, I have a few neutral palettes. Y'all see me use them, but I don't know. I feel like my personal opinion, my preference, if you have one or two neutral palettes, you're good. But like to buy like 5, 6, 7, 8 of the same neutral colors, that's just not me. That's just not me at all. I don't it doesn't allow you to explore and try different things, create different looks. I mean, nothing's wrong with a neutral look, don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. I just gravitate towards color. But I do need to do more neutral looks. I need to switch it up. I say that, but like the minute I go to do my makeup, like my hand has a mind of its own and it starts reaching for the color, even though I had every intention of doing a neutral look. Or I'll say, you know what, today don't do dramatic. Like just do do your foundation, put lashes on and your eyebrows and go. And I'll have every intention of doing that. And then I don't know, something, oh, let me just put like a little here. Oh, let me just do this. And next thing you know, I've created an eye look. And I'm like, that was not the intention whatsoever. Okay, look, I understand. Well, look, okay, we're both going to do something different in 2020. You're going to try more brighter looks. I'm not saying all the time, start incorporating just a few, sprinkle in a few bright looks. And I'm going to sprinkle in more neutral looks. And maybe we might discover something out of that. Yeah, which Norvina was it? The 3 Pro. I don't know which one that one is. Is the Norvina 3 Pro, is that the one she just released? The last one with all those colors that people weren't sure what the theory was because the colors were all over the place or something like that. Ooh, do I have that one? I think I have that one. Yes, I have that one. Juvia's Place. I have the Warrior 2 palette. Now, even though I said I'm not a neutral person, I will buy neutral palettes. And I think I recorded a look using this and I haven't uploaded it. But I do really like this palette. Oh my gosh, what did I do to this palette? See, I'm hard on everything. But like that's this palette. I love this palette. I actually really do. Because it's neutral, but it has fun with color in there, So it's like, I don't know, it's just like a happy medium. You give kind of both, the best of both worlds. So I do like this palette. I really do like this palette. I think it's really pretty. And I love the fact that they're all matte. So, because I'm a matte person. These are your colors. These are pretty colors. I mean, like I said, I really do. I'm surprised by this palette. Like, I really like it. But I still want you to try a brighter color with this. Like you can use this palette, but throw in a bright color with it. Like maybe a bright eyeliner, or maybe under eye, do a bright color, or maybe like a pop of color in your tear duct. Just one or two looks like that. Just to change things up. But I do like this palette. It's really pretty. And then Juvia, they released those minis. I'm like, look, I have tried not to spend any more money. I don't need to spend any more money. Why are y'all releasing these gorgeous mini palettes? Because I like mini palettes because I take my makeup with me on the go, because I don't usually do my makeup before I go to work, because I get up and drop the kids off at school, and then I use that time to do my makeup. So everything is like in a tote bag, and I take it with me. So I know we all tend to gravitate towards what we're used to, but that's why we have to intentionally break the cycle and try something new. But yeah, I want to try those mini palettes because it's convenient for me. Plus, they're smaller, easier to hold type thing. I buy so many indie brands that I don't even really shop at Sephora and Ulta. Um, Even though I do like Ulta's primer, I will go there for that. But I don't know, I buy so much from internet companies. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Muerte palette, and we're gonna use Noche Eterna. And that's this beautiful kind of royal blue shade. See, that's why you can't sign up for emails, because that's how they get you. Like those wig companies, that's how they get me. They send me the emails, or I'll go to IG and see all these different things they're about to release, and then it's like, oh, they got me. They got me. Yes, this blue is my favorite color, and this is gorgeous. It's definitely a midnight blue. I thought it was going to be royal. Obviously, I can't see. I'm looking at it. It's not royal. It's a dark blue. But this is a pretty color. So I'm just going to pack it on. And this is one of my favorite pencil brushes, M578 from Morphe. I think I should have some brushes in my mailbox. I need to check on. I still do that Morphe brush collection that they send out, that subscription, the monthly subscription. There you go. I couldn't get it out. Monthly subscription, I still do that. So you get between 3 to 5 brushes. And it's $20 a month, and you get the brushes. And I mean, it's good even if you're not a makeup artist, because you get to try out the different brushes, because they all have a different handle. So you might like the bristles on one versus the other. So one, it allows you to try out the different brush styles. And then two, it if you're like lazy like me and you don't want to wash all your brushes, you have all these other clean brushes you can use. But then I still tend to stick to my favorites. So, but I think it's worth it because you just get to try out different brushes, and you get to learn what you like. You don't know what you like unless you try it. So if you have other different options, you can know like, oh, okay, I like brushes that look like this. I like bristles that do this. And you can learn what works best for your face, because I might like this brush. You might get it and might say no. So you get the brushes that work best for your face, because you can't just cookie cutter everything. What works for one person will work for everybody else. So this system allows you to kind of try the brushes out and figure out what you like best. And you don't have to use it for what it says it's for. Even though it says it's a foundation brush, if you like to apply your blush with it, there aren't any rules to makeup. Use the brush that works best for you for whatever purpose you're using it for. But I've had it for I don't even remember how long I've had the subscription. I want to say at least 2 years, if not long. So yeah, if you can imagine, I have a lot of brushes, a lot of brushes, and I only use like 10 of them every day. But when I have a client, it's like perfect. Or if I have like I did that photo shoot, oh my gosh, all those brushes came in handy. So my favorite brushes as far as like Morphe, or my favorite brushes as far as brand. Right now, I'm just blending. As far as brand, Morphe. Um, I really do like the Morphe brand. I haven't tried Sigma because Sigma is expensive. Like, why I'm paying $20, $30 for a brush? Like, am I gonna look like Halle Berry when I use this brush? Like, is Will Smith gonna divorce Jada and come be with me on this brush? Like, I'm a Capricorn, so we're very frugal and we're cheap. we don't we don't like to spend money even if we have it. So my Capricorn logic, my brain, and also being a single parent, I just can't wrap around paying that much for a brush. So I don't do Sigma because those brushes are just way too expensive. I've tried BH Cosmetics. Those brushes are pretty decent. Um, who else have I tried? I actually like Eco Tools. So I get a lot of cheaper brands, if you want to call them that, or drugstore brands, because they're actually pretty decent. But if I had to pick out, it'd be Morphe. But I tried Wet and Wild. They actually have these decent brushes. Elf. Some people sleep on Elf. Even though Elf had a big boom like a few years ago, I feel like it's kind of died down just a little bit. I know people still are into concealers, but Elf is a really good brand for it being the price point that it is. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with Elf. So Elf is a good one. But I've tried one from AliExpress, and those were a no-go. Now, I lie. The one thing I do like of that whole brush set is one brush, and that's this one right here. It's like a flat eyeshadow brush because I use this to apply my glitter because it's so stiff. I'll use that to apply my glitter adhesive and then apply the glitter. It picks it up really well and packs it on really nicely. So, yeah. And they're cheap from AliExpress. So you can always go that route. Might find some decent brushes. I haven't tried Ray Ray's line. I don't think I've tried anything from any of her collaborations. And not for any particular reason. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I'll have the intention of trying something and then something else will come out and then I'll completely forget that I wanted to try that other thing. Okay, I'll have to look into her brushes, and then that way I can compare her brushes to Morphe to see which one I like. Because I know she has brushes, and doesn't she have like one or two palettes? I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. I think she has one or two palettes out. Oh, but favorite brushes from Morphe. So that pencil brush was one. Um, I like this dome kind of fluffy shape one. This was the E28. Why is my phone all these notifications? I'm looking for another brush. And I like this one because it's like a smaller kind of dome brush. So it's really good at blending. and M411. It's almost gone, so I won't know for long which brush this one is because it's about to go. What did I do with that? Okay, 2 palettes. Yeah, I thought it was 2. Do y'all like the palettes? Do y'all like her palettes? So I'm using a clean brush that doesn't have any product on it, and now I'm just gonna blend. I hope you guys can see. I don't know if I'm not close enough. So I'm just gonna blend that blue out some more so it's not so harsh. Oh, I might have to try that. See, look, I'm trying not to try new products, and now look, you got me looking into more new products. And with your eyeshadow, you just want to take your time and make sure you're just blending everything out. You know, use a clean brush, and that's what's going to really help blend out the colors. And then if while you're blending, if you lose any of the colors or you just want to get more color payoff, you can always go back in with your original brush that has that eyeshadow color and just pack it back on to build back up the intensity. But I like to kind of move my head around, kind of look from different angles, tilt the brush at a different angle to really make sure that I'm getting everything blended. I'm just going to go back in with that pencil brush that has that blue on there. There you go. Does anybody have plans for the weekend? I work. As I keep mentioning, I work in retail, so we're not closed today. But I know it's a 3-day weekend for a lot of people, being that it's MLK Day on Monday. We're going to take a quick break from the eyes really quick. And I recorded a video, so I'm almost done editing it. And I talk about this primer from Becca. So I'm not going to let you know my thoughts on it on the live. You just have to wait for the video. Hopefully I can get that up by tomorrow. Oops. So this is the trial size version of their Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. Not doing anything. Yep, I'll just be working this whole weekend. I stopped going to, I don't even remember the last time I've been to MLK parade. I think I'm always working. So I haven't been able to go. But I do talk to my kids about him. Because I don't know, I feel like, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but when I was younger, the schools, I don't know if it's because of the area I was in, but the schools made a bigger deal about Black History Month. Like we did projects and presentations and all kinds of things like the whole month. But now I don't see that. Like the different schools my kids have gone to, I don't see them really like emphasizing the history anymore. And I'm not saying all schools do that. I'm just saying I know this in the area I'm in, I feel like they don't. I feel like I've read different people say that too from different areas. They don't feel like the schools incorporate Black history like they used to. right? Like I just remember learning so much as a kid. Like, I don't know, we were just, and they would encourage you not to do the same, like, popular figures, like don't do Rosa Parks and don't do, of course, MLK and Malcolm X. Like they would encourage you to learn about other important figures. Oh yeah, they really. I know from Memphis, they really focused on that education. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know what facilitated the whole change from that. I mean, as parents, we're supposed to educate our kids. I get that, but I feel like the emphasis is more on parents now. Like they're relying on parents to educate the kids. I'm like, you have my child for like 9 hours, like in there, you can't incorporate this, and then I kind of follow up with it. Like I just feel, I don't know. It's not just Black history either. Like the Native American history. I don't know. Like my son said something, and I'm like, that's not how. That's not how the history really really happened. Like I get your history book and your teacher telling you that, but that's not what happened to those people. So I should say those people because I have Native American in my blood, so our people. So I have to educate him on that to get him to understand what really took place at that time. So I don't know. I know. And I mean, nothing's wrong. I hope I'm not coming off wrong. Nothing's wrong with having to teach your kids at home. Um, But as a parent, you have a lot on your plate. You're already trying to teach them how to be decent human beings. You're already trying to nurture them and love them and, discipline them and just get them on the right path. So you already kind of have that. And if your kid's involved in activities, you're trying to get them to their activities. You're trying to get them just to study for just regular work. And then on top of that, you guys teach them additional subjects. It's just a lot. Then you got to take care of your house and cook and clean and take care of yourself. And, it's just like a lot. So, you figure since they're at school, a good chunk of their day, they could do most of the education. You just kind of supplement that education at home. But I don't know. I don't know. I have like a lot of Capricorns are very opinionated, so I have a lot of opinions on certain things. And so I don't typically share those opinions because I feel like they're unpopular opinions and I don't want to offend anybody. So I keep a lot of stuff to myself. But that I'm just going to speak on. I just feel like they just don't educate kids on cultural history anymore like they used to. Okay, so we have the primer on. There aren't any directions on there, but I like to kind of press the primer into my oily areas and then smooth it on. Okay. Let me hurry up so I can stay on time. We're the best. We're the goats. Capricorns are awesome. Okay. See, this is how see, when you hear me doing stuff on camera, it's because this is how I have my brushes and all my stuff in my tote bag. Like, I'm serious. I do my makeup on the go. We are very opinionated. We offer our opinion even if you don't ask for it. And we always think we're right because we are. No, I'm just kidding. No. I don't know too much about Leos. I don't know a lot of Leo people. I think I know one Leo. So I don't know too much about Leos. Where is my mirror? Oh, here we go. Because Capricorn season almost over and it's time for Aquarius. Okay, so I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Porcelain because I don't feel like messing with the P. Louise. Y'all rule. Okay, if you say so. I feel like Capricorns rule, but so I might stop talking for a little bit. I'm gonna concentrate on the cut crease. So I'm doing a halo eye right now. I feel like the two times that someone stops talking is when they're either doing eyeliner or they're doing a cut crease, because you're like, the concentration is strong. Okay. I mean, with any cut crease style, because halo technically is a cut crease style, right? You're just putting it more in the middle. You want to try and make it as perfect as you can, because it's so highlighted, it's so in the center of your eye. So you do want to make it perfect, just because once you apply the eyeshadow, you're going to pack it right into that shape. So if the shape is wonky, you're going to see that wonkiness. So you want to try to really take your time and make sure you're getting a really clean line on there. If you want, you can kind of start low on the eye and build your shape. That way, if your shape is off, you can continue kind of building up around it and shaping it into the shape you want. If you start too high with it, like up here on the eye, and the shape is off, you're going to keep going up and up, and before you know it, you're all the way here. So unless that's the style you're going for, because there is a halo eye that's open that goes all the way up. But if you're trying to keep it closed like this, you want to try to keep it as perfect as possible. And it's also about the brush you use. I think I want to try a different brush. At first, this was my fave, and this is the Morphe E19 brush, which is kind of a flat brush. But I don't know if you can see the bristles are starting to kind of pull away from the brush no matter how much I do this. So I kind of want to try a flatter brush, just to help when I do cut creases, which I do tend to do a lot. I just like the cut crease. But there are a lot of looks I do every day that I don't do a cut crease look. But I just think for right now, I just think it's so cool still. Even though we've been doing it for years, I still think it's really cool seeing that crispness. So see, you can just start low on the eye and then get your shape going. And then you can either bring it higher or leave it there. I'm gonna go a little higher so that it can match the other side. So that the flatter your brush, the more perfect the line will be. And there are different ways to do like a cut crease. I've watched other tutorials, and a lot of people do like the kind of the packing motion. I tried that, and I don't know if it's because I'm so used to the way I do it or what, but sometimes I just can't. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just gonna stick with what works for me. But you can kind of like pat in the shape, and Hopefully that will avoid you having to go over the line as much. But you just got to do whatever technique works for you. One technique is not better than the other. Everything comes down to, oh, dang it. See, that's why you don't talk. Okay. And then just blend out the edges once you have the shape that you want. I have hooded eyes as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my eyes are hooded. And that's probably another reason why I'm so into the cut crease. Because with hooded eyes, a cut crease really opens up your eyes and it gives you a crease. Because that's why cut crease started. Besides being a really cool technique, it was to open up the eyes for people who have hooded eyes, to give you a crease when you didn't have one. So especially people with monolids, cut crease on monolids looks really beautiful because it just really changes the eye shape, and you wouldn't even know that person had a monolid if they're doing their cut crease right. So even if cut creases are really great for hooded eyes. Also with hooded eyes, sometimes when you put eyeshadow right here and then other eyeshadows around, this eyeshadow right here kind of gets lost because of that hood. So if your eye is here, right, your hood's here, and this is your eyelid part, by doing the crease, by doing the cut crease above, kind of going onto that hood a little bit, you recede back the hood and create this crease. So that's originally what the cut crease was for, was to create that crease for people who didn't have one. So I think that's too, like I said, another reason why I gravitate towards a cut crease, because it helps to really show off my eyeshadow and really create some depth to my eyes because of that hood in the way. I pulled out a brush to use it, so I wouldn't have to search for it. Oh, there it is. This brush is from Sephora. I got this like 5,000 years ago, and every time I go back, I try to look for it, and they don't ever have it. But this is a flat brush right here. I can't use this to cut my crease because the bristles are shooting out this way, but I love this to pack on eyeshadow. So let's see. I'm trying to match, like I said, what I'm wearing. I thought there was yellow in this jersey. But girl, obviously there's not any yellow. Okay. We're going to put these palettes down for a sec. Okay, which palette should we use? Should we go into Jackie Aina? Oh my gosh, don't come for me on the way my palette looks. There's a shade Zam right there, and that's like a rose gold shade. Or should I use, sorry, got see JCPenney alert. Or should I use, where am I at? I have so many palettes, guys, so many palettes. Hold on. Okay, there's this is from Light Gold Cosmetics. I don't know if I recorded a look on this one yet. But I have their pigments, and she released the palette. And then so there's one that's called Hattie. So there's Hattie or Zam from Jackie Aina's palette. Or an oldie but goodie, the Masquerade mini palette. There's this beautiful shade called Casablanca right there. Oops. I dipped into it. Okay, which one should we use? The last one. This one is a beautiful shade. Like I don't wear gold because of my skin tone. Gold just blends in with me, so I don't typically go for golds. Rose golds work well, but this gold is actually really pretty and works on all skin tones because it's not just like a gold. There's some bronze in there. So, excuse me, all skin tones can. The second palette. So this one, light gold. This one was this shade right here. They're almost similar. Okay, we'll try this one. I haven't tried this one. So I mentioned light gold like last year, I think. She's an Instagrammer. She started her own company, her own makeup line. And all of her palettes and pigments are named after minorities that did something for their community. So, excuse me, all of these people, like you can go to her website and get the full names and you can read about the history of these people. And I think that's such a cool concept. I mean, I guess that plays into the whole thing what we're saying. We have to self-teach our kids. This is pretty cool. So if you have a child that likes makeup, this is like educating them while at the same time you're feeding their soul as well as helping them with expressing themselves. So it like all kind of plays into each other. So if they really like makeup, give them this, and at the same time you're educating them. Okay, so I'll take a swatch of it. Hopefully y'all can see that on camera. This is like I said, my first time doing live. It's like it is kind of it's a rose gold. I didn't think it would be a rose gold, but it is. Okay, so we're just gonna pack that into our halo shape. And guys, believe it or not, I'm not gonna use glitter today. We're just gonna keep it just like this. As soon as I said that, I was like, no. I was like, girl, no, you know you want to put some glitter on there. I'm not. Sorry if that was a loud laugh. I don't know how this is coming off on microphone. Okay, so we're just packing that color. Now, when I pack color, I can use that patting motion to follow that outline of the halo. But when creating the halo, I just like using just this technique to map out that shape. Okay. I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna do glitter. I'm gonna chill. Okay, so we packed that on. I just realized this was wider than this side, but it is okay. To try and help with that, we're just gonna, even though we didn't cut that area with the concealer, you still can kind of use the eyeshadow to finish out the shape so that they kind of look alike. Okay, and then we're gonna, as you can see, that's not blended, right, with the different shapes. So we're gonna go back into, actually, in that light gold palette, we're gonna use Nanny right there. This is kind of a royal purple blue. I'm just gonna dip into that, and we're gonna just use that to blend out the edges of the blue on this side. So you can either use a lighter shade to blend out the eyeshadow, or you can just use the same shade to blend it out. It's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, so now that's blended. I want to go see the new Bad Boys movie. Maybe tonight I'll take myself on a date. I'll probably ask Minnie and her boy if they want to go. I really hope it's good. You know, we've been waiting for that movie for so long, you know, that I hope it's really funny. It's kind of like with The Incredibles. I don't know if anyone's an Incredible fan on here, but we waited so long for that to come out. And I was like, man, I really hope, excuse me, I really hope this movie is good. And it was. The Incredibles were good. So I'm hoping Bad Boys are good as well. Bad Boys is good as well. So now we're gonna take that Mexicana shade that we used earlier, and now we're gonna, oops, now we're just gonna blend out the red on that halo so the edges aren't so sharp. But when a new movie comes out that I really want to see, I try not to read anybody else's opinions or any other critics' reviews. I just want an unbiased, ow, poke myself in the eye. I want just an unbiased, I don't know what I'm trying to say, mind. Yes, like I love me some Will Smith. And like the original Bad Boys, that part when he's running down the street. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm looking forward to it. I really hope it's a good movie. Like I really, really hope it is. I think that's the only movie I'm looking forward to as of right now. Actually, I don't know because I can't remember what else is coming out. I know Sonic is coming out. I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Like I used to love playing that game when I was younger in high school. Um, there's another anime. I love anime movies because I wanted to be a computer animator. So, like I said, I was into drawing. I was an artist in high school, so I wanted to actually work for Disney and draw cartoons and things like that. So, I've always been into animation and cartoons growing up, and so there's a lot of animated movies coming out that I want to see. So I'm excited about those. I wanted to see that one with Will Smith, but I haven't got. I might try to see that if it's still in theaters. Maybe next week if it's still there. The one where he's like a spy and the tech turns him into a bird, a pigeon. I want to see that. Oh, Girl Strip came out how many years ago? Oh man, I love that movie too. But yeah, I have the AMC has that where you can pay per month, and you I think it's like another $20, and you can see like 3 movies per week. So because I'm a movie person, that was like a really good investment to get that. The only bad thing is good movies have to come out so I can use it. I guess I could go see crappy movies. I'm already paying for it. I'm laughing with you. With you. So I'm using the I Am Magic foundation from Juvia's Place. Oh, I'm using, that was too much. This is Aruba on top and Tangier on bottom because Tangier is more of a has more of a warmer base, and so you know with a lot of women of color or people of color, we tend to be a little bit darker in this area, which is why when you put on certain foundations, you get ashy right here because there's not enough warmth in that foundation. To properly cover that area, which is why a lot of people got into color correction. I don't do color correction because I barely have time to do my makeup to begin with, and adding an extra to that step, no. But that's why the whole orange thing came out. They were color correcting down in this area so that whatever foundation shade they use, it would cover this and it wouldn't pull ashy in those areas right there. So, you know, I reviewed both shades. I got the Aruba first, and I just wanted to, no, I got Tangier first. I wanted to see Aruba because it was a shade lighter because it was more slightly cooler, more yellow, had more yellow in it. Tangier has more orange, so it's more warm. So Anyway, they both work, except now during the winter, somehow I lightened up. I don't know how, because the sun is still out all the time. But anywho, I did. So now I use both, or I can use Aruba by itself now versus earlier. So I haven't tried their foundation. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of ABH. I don't know, something about that company. I don't know what it is. The only product I have is the Jackie Aina palette because I want to support her, but I don't really have any other products. I lie. I got a lip gloss when I got that palette. I don't know. Maybe I might try their foundations. I haven't decided yet because I'm running out of Juvia's Place, so I need to decide who I want to try next, and I just haven't narrowed it down because there's ABH release, Minted Mint Cosmetics. They released the new one. Urban Decay has a newer one. I don't have any of the Fenty foundations because she's expensive. Like she's a luxury brand, and so yeah, that's why I haven't picked up Fenty just because I'm like, whew, girl. I know Beauty Bakery released that Insta Bake. I kind of want to try that because I tried the cake foundation and it just didn't keep me matte. So I don't know. I hear a lot of good things about ABH foundation, so maybe I might try it. NARS is out there. The only reason why I haven't tried NARS is a lot of reasons why I haven't tried certain things because of the price point. Again, that whole Capricorn, just practicality, just the way I think is just certain things. Yes, I feel like you should spend money on, but if I know I can get the same quality for cheaper, I'm gonna go that route just because just because I'm like, it's the principle of the thing. So a lot of times I don't try certain brands because I'm just like, this is expensive. Uh, and sometimes those expensive brands don't necessarily outperform the cheaper brands. And sometimes they do. Sometimes they really do. Like when you go to a grocery store. Sometimes those great value, wherever that brand is that store sells, is crap. And then sometimes you're like, this is better than the name brand stuff. So the funny thing though is I don't feel like that applies to shoes because sometimes cheap shoes are cheap shoes. This is it. They're just cheap shoes. I'm on my feet all day. I have to wear, good support. So when it comes to shoes, for some reason, I don't have any problem spending money on shoes because you're on your feet. It's a lot of weight on your feet. You want to support yourself because when you have, feet problems, that ties into like your whole body. Just like when you have back problems, it ties into your whole body. So I don't mind spending money on some shoes. But when it comes to luxury items like makeup and beauty, I'm like, and she likes it. I see a lot of people using that Milk brand. I'm just gonna be honest. I never looked into it, so I don't even know how much their stuff costs. I have no idea. I just see a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers and Instagrammers using their stuff, but I've just never tried it. So I gotta pick one. Ooh, yeah, that NARS expensive. I want to try, even though, like, do you like NARS? I know a lot of people love it. Like, well, you said you love it. I get a lot of people that say they love NARS. Estee Lauder is still like an OG, awesome brand that a lot of people like. I still haven't ever tried. Um, Not for any reason, just because something else comes out and then I forget about Estee Lauder until someone mentions it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah, I want to try that. And then something else will come out. I'm like a dog. I lose focus. Okay. 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 This is what we're going to do. you're gonna choose what foundation should I try this month. Should it be ABH or Milk, or what was the other one? Our Beauty Bakery Instabake. Those three. So either I try Milk, ABH, or Beauty Bakery. There we go. And whatever you choose, that's what I'll review. On the foundation brush I'm using is the E6. This is my second favorite. My other favorite, my daughter got her hands on, and I took it from her to hide it from her, and I don't remember with the hiding spot. Like, I hate when I do that. I can like hide stuff from her, and then it hurts me because I can't remember where I put it to hide it from her, because I need to wash it because she was using it on her Barbie dolls. So, anywho. All right, so now we're gonna use the Crayon Case Highlighter Concealer in shade 5. I have like 2 more of these. So Juvia's Place has really great coverage. I just don't like to use too much of it because later on in the day, sometimes my dry areas come through. So that's why I still use a concealer on certain parts. But it's really good. I really do like their foundation. I really do. And I put too much concealer on, like I always do. It's like I squeeze a little and then some. That's the only drawback or con I have to Crayon Case. I don't like the application. Like I really wish she would switch to a doe foot applicator, because the concealer has such great pigmentation. You really don't need that much. And then you end up wasting product, and then you got to take a lot off your face because you don't want that cake face. Do you have oily skin? Because I want to know, because like I said, I've seen a lot of people use that hydro primer, but I haven't researched it. You have combo. Okay, so we both have combo. Okay, so because I really want to use primers that will kind of help with combo and oily skin. Milk is only online, right? They don't. You can't go anywhere. Can you go anywhere to see their stuff in person? Which shade? Okay, so 2 questions. Is Milk? Can you buy it in the store? And then what shade are you? Sephora. Okay. You making me go into Sephora? Okay. So unpopular opinion. Here's my opinionated Capricorn. I stopped going to Sephora. I think I said this on one of my videos when they did that collaboration with that brand that did the office supplies. They were just like the Crayon Case with the school supplies, and they were claiming how they never heard of the Crayon Case, and this was like a whole new concept. Is it though? And then, Sephora doesn't really sell a lot of minority-owned brands, so I kind of shifted from Sephora. Um, but I will go. I mean, I got my Fenty from there, so I mean, I will go um, and look at the Milk stuff and see if I can figure out. Because Sephora don't they do samples? So maybe I can get a sample of the few shades. but I won't try MAC. Like that's one thing. I'm sorry, but I won't do MAC as any of my reviews. And that's probably why my channel doesn't grow the way it grows like other channels, because I am so opinionated and restrictive on which products and brands I give my money to. So I know that kind of stunts the growth of the channel, but it is what it is. I was like, the sun is still out in Texas. Like, I don't understand how we're getting pale. Because I don't go out in the summer anymore. It is too hot. It is just too hot. It's just too hot. It's just too hot. I really try to get out for the kids. So we try to get out like early in the morning during the summer, or kind of like in the evening, because by then daylight saving times kicks in. So it stays lighter longer. But other than that, like even a lot of the schools don't do recess for that long because it's just too hot. Okay. So now we're baking. I still bake. Madar says it's like I'm putting powder all over my face. Not really. I do like using a sponge in my oily areas to pack on the powder. I feel like by packing on the powder with the sponge, it really soaks up the oil on your face versus just using a brush. So if you are like a true oily person, I would suggest kind of pressing the powder in. You don't have to bake, just like how I did right here. I'm just pressing it into those areas just to make sure your oil stays away for as long as possible. And if you have laugh lines, poke out your face and then really pack in your foundation and your powder to avoid getting the laugh lines again once you have your face on. Okay. Hey, I feel you. I had to tell myself I gotta get out the house. You gotta get out the house. Like something about maybe because I'm an earth sign. What are Leos? Are y'all water sign? Fire sign? What are y'all? What are the other ones? Earth, fire, wind, water. No, what was it? Earth, fire, and water signs, right? Just those three. I could be wrong. But just getting out on the elements and getting out of the house and breathing in different oxygen can really help you. Like even if you just take a walk. Like the other day I took a walk with the kids just around my mom's neighborhood, and it was just really nice just being outside and just breathing it in. So you gotta fire. Okay. Get around some fire. Yeah, get around like a fire element, because like I know with earth signs, when we're outside and we're doing something with the earth, it really helps ground us and just helps us rejuvenate ourselves. So with fire, you gotta get around something warm. What could be with fire? Getting me thinking. Okay, so for all over face, I'm going to use Fenty Beauty in the color Honey. I'm just going to press that in. Again, with the pressing motion. Now, I've reviewed this on my channel. I like the finish of the Fenty. I think it's like gorgeous. It really is like they say pro filter. Like it is like you put a filter on your face. It's just not for me and my oily skin. Like on my dry areas, gorgeous, beautiful. But as far as oily, like within an hour or two, it's like, hello, I am here. Girl, you're not getting rid of me. That's what I feel like. But I bought it and it's a lot. I mean, like I haven't, This is so much powder. Like I know that, and that's a good thing for the amount that it costs, but like to get through it, it's just like taking me forever. Beauty Bakery, I go through that so fast. It's just crazy. You only get a little bit of amount on it. Okay, so taking a break. I need to put my hair on. Older skin. Hey, I got older skin. I don't really talk about my age on here, but I did celebrate my 40th birthday, so I am 40. Um, and I like the Beauty Bakery. I feel like it really does set my makeup. I don't have any weird things going on throughout the day. Like I said, Fenty is really good if you are more on the drier side, because then with a little bit of oil, because once it sets, it'll give you that beautiful glow, that beautiful sheen, because it's really a really pretty powder. Just not for if you're like really oily, it's just not going to be for you. Who else has it? I still like the Sasha Buttercup. I think that that's a really great setting powder. I didn't really have any issues with that one. Um, Dermablend, again, a lot of times I watch these reviews, I don't feel like a lot of these people have the same kind of skin I have, so I don't feel like they have the same kind of issues. So what works for them doesn't work for me. So Dermablend, yes, it's set, but I started having creasing issues because the oil was coming through. So Dermablend wasn't great for me. I feel like Fenty has a better finish, definitely than Dermablend. It actually has a better finish than Beauty Bakery. But as far as keeping the oil away, I'm gonna go for reach for Beauty Bakery. Um, who else have I tried? I want to try. I think it's Black Opal that a lot of people like. I haven't tried that one. Um, Trying to think of anybody else. I know I've tried others. I can't. They can't. I can't. It's not anything. They're not coming to mind. But I know I've tried other powders. Um, Juvia's Place. I don't like their setting powder. Um, who else? Trying to think, guys. I actually bake underneath my eyes, and I don't have any issues. As far as like accentuating the wrinkles, I think it's all based on, with wrinkles, the best thing is hydration. Like if your skin is dehydrated or you're not using the correct moisturizer, any product, no matter how good it is going to crease because there isn't any moisture in that area, or there's a little bit of moisture and that powder, whether you baked or not, is just sucking that moisture out. So you have to use a really, 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 really great moisturizer for that area. And then make sure you're drinking water. If you don't drink a lot of water, I don't. I know a lot of people do, but I don't. I know I need to drink water. But if you do that, you can bake a little bit. Like I really keep it in this area because this is the area that tends to crease because that's where the oil is at. So yeah, I don't really have any problems with it with my skin. But I do really a really good job of moisturizing. So, but if it's really, really wrinkly in that area, just don't bake. But I still would recommend having a really, make sure the area is really hydrated, especially when you go to bed at night, put on a heavier cream. So that way you could just soak and bake and marinate in there. And then when you get up and put on your daytime moisturizer, your makeup, you'll notice a difference on how your makeup settles. Also make sure skincare, that you're, exfoliating and that you're actually cleansing, and that you'll notice a difference. If you haven't done facials, I recommend doing facials, whether you wear makeup or you don't. Like you'll notice a difference in your skin. And if you wear makeup, you'll notice a difference on how the makeup actually wears on your skin throughout the day. Okay, so for hair, let's pick out hair. So this is Nisha. I love Nisha. Nisha 203. So I'm gonna either do Nisha or I'm about to stand up. Let's see. Okay, y'all saw all my rolls. Sorry about that. You see all my boxes in the background. Okay, so yeah, we get oily in the same area. And like I wear glasses too. I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I hate that when they start falling down because of the oil and then you get the marks right here. Ugh. So I definitely understand. Oh, another thing I've been using are blotting papers. So oil blotting papers really help as well. I keep forgetting to do it on camera, but blot your oil after you put your foundation on. You can do it before you put your foundation on and then after, and that'll really soak up the oil. So then that way your skin looks really well throughout the day. And then once the oil really starts breaking through, just pat it with that oil blotting powder and your skin will look really great. Your foundation will look good. And you always want to blot the oil away before you put on powder, because if you just put on powder right away, the oil is going to come back and then you could cause caking. So, all right. So should we do Nisha or should we do Bobbi Boss Taraji? Like I love both of these. Like they're both blondes, but they're different blondes. Of course, this is a more ashy, cool tone blonde, whereas this one is more of a warm blonde. It has some ashy in it too, but overall, this is going to be warmer. So, which look shall we go for today? I'm gonna grab my brow pencil because I don't know which one. I want to wear both, but of course that's not physically possible. Bobbi Boss, I love Taraji. Like, I love this unit. Like this right here. Oh my gosh. This color like looks like the color of like I went to a salon. Like, love this color. Okay. She still wears really well. But really quick, I'm gonna spray on. I got this. I wanted to try something different besides the Awesome Spray. So I got this by African Essence Control Wig Spray. 3-in-1 formula for human and synthetic hair. Softens, conditions, provides moisture and sheen. I actually really like this. So this is the one I spoke about. I don't know if I'll upload the video yet, but I spoke about this. I really like it. I've been using, I think I've had it for a month now. It's like you can instantly feel it working on your unit. So I really like it. Of course, it works best too if you spray it before not right before you wear it, but maybe the night before or maybe an hour or so before you wear it. All right, so I'm almost done. Chit-chatting does prolong the process. It doesn't usually take me this long. Oh no. I took my eyebrow pencil out and I lost it. Oh no, I put it right here. Okay, so the newest brow product I use is from Absolute New York, the Super Slim. And this I got from my beauty supply store. And I really like it. This is all I use. I don't use eyeshadow anymore. Like I used to do. I just use this as my brow. And I went too low, but that's okay. We can clean that up. We're going to clean up a lot, looks like. I don't have a steady hand for some reason. But I like to map out my bottom shape, and then I use the flicking motion to fill in my eyebrow area. And by using like the flicking motion to kind of create additional hairs, it gives you more of a natural looking brow. Now, I like how it has a spoolie on the end, makes everything really convenient. And now you just blend out those harsh lines. Now, if you really have like really sparse brows, I'm sorry, I would recommend using like a eyebrow gel or eyeliner gel, and getting one of those really, really angled brushes. And then you can, after you kind of create your shape, you can use that brush to create like faux hairs so that it really looks natural. That's what I did on my client. Um, she didn't have any eyebrows on this side. So I used that gel to kind of create eyebrows for her, and she loved it. My mom has sparse too. It's like this eyebrow is fuller than the other one. So like my sparseness is like on the top here and kind of at the edges. And with anything, you just got to find out what works for you. I feel like using a pencil for anybody to first start off is like your best bet, in my opinion, because you really can map out your shape, see what areas need to be filled in. And then if the pencil is just not enough for you, you know, you can always go in with some type of gel or something to kind of thicken up that area. I don't use eyebrow gel. A lot of reason why I don't do a lot of stuff is because I just don't have enough time. So I try to do, my whole thing is creating a look with the least amount of products. So for people who just don't have time to do their makeup, or they don't want to invest in a lot of different products, they want to just kind of use what they have. My looks are really geared towards them because they don't require you to have like a ton of different products. Stop it. No, you don't. I don't believe you. But even if you don't grow that much, there are ways to, tricks you can use to make it look like you do. Like I said, use the brow pencil to kind of map out your shape, and then use it if you need to. Use a gel to kind of thicken up the area. Is it rain? It is raining. I don't have any clips in here. Ah, I don't know where my brush is. Oh, there it is. Oh, the grit. That's so mean. That is so mean. That is really mean. I'm sorry they told you that. That is so mean. I don't have my glasses on, so let's hope that these look right. Okay. Up. And I brought one of those edge brushes that I always see a lot of YouTubers use. I have no idea what I did with that brush. It's somewhere. Maybe if I put on my glasses, I could actually see, but that would be too much like right. So we're just gonna keep doing this. That's still so weird that they would say that to you. Sometimes guys just have no filter and they don't realize what they're doing when they say certain stuff. Ah, I'm having issues today with my baby hairs. For some reason, my vision is really blurry today. Probably if I cut these baby hairs down and stop trying to be lazy. But every time I have a pair of scissors in here, they magically disappear. Somebody comes in this bathroom and takes out all my pairs of scissors. So then when it comes time for me to like customize, I can't because I don't have any scissors in here. And it could be either of the two girls because my oldest likes to cosplay. So she's always cutting something for her cosplay. And other stuff, I don't know what else she's doing with it. And then the youngest one, you know what they do. They cut paper, cut her doll's hair. So I'm always missing scissors. It's like a hit or miss with my baby hair. It's like some days I go really strong, and then other days it's like, girl, what is going on with your hair today? Okay, just making sure the edges are blended. Oh, I forgot to clean up my brows. All right, I'm almost done with this look. I need to head on out, especially now since it's raining. Okay, and this is the type of brush I was talking about. If uh, just keep, just keep practicing. That's what I do. Well, I wear units every day. I don't know if you do too, but I just keep practicing every day so I can get it. This is the kind of brush I was talking about earlier, like when you want to fill in your brows, like a really thin angle brush. So I use this to clean up my brows. I don't really show my brows on camera too much. I just do them really simple. So I don't go over. I just keep it under because I really, oops, that was too much. I really want to keep things, I mean, even though I'm piling on this makeup, I really want to keep things as natural as possible. So I only use the concealer to clean up the bottom part. Yes, we need to start a support group because these companies keep coming out with these wigs, and I try not to buy them. But then they'll show a certain color. I'll watch a review on one. I'm like, dang it. Now I have to get it. So I just clean up the bottom. I go straight across, and then I just blend down. I pull that product down into my eye. Oops. And then I got rid of the white from the base that I use. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't know what I'm doing with my brows today, but this is why I don't do my brows on camera. They never turn out right. So I end up doing like a lot of fixing. No, I don't end up doing, well, when I record on camera, I end up doing a lot of fixing. But when I record off camera, like they act right. So I don't know. And then too, sometimes it's hard to do my brows. You got me choking over here. It's like over here doing this, I turn around and see your comment. Oh my gosh. I feel you on that one. Especially because like I had my eyebrow pierced. So I got my piercing when I was 18. So I've had this piercing since 1998. That's how long I've had it. And at that time, you know, the 90s, we weren't doing brows like this. So that wasn't even like a consideration at that point. Like, oh, you need to place your piercing, because I was doing my eyebrows. Well, I don't even think I was doing my eyebrows in 98. I don't even think I knew that was a thing to do. So I didn't do brows. So yeah, I just had my eyebrows are bushier than they are now because of the plucking and stuff. And so yeah, I just put the piercing on there and went about my life. And then of course, over the years, actually, I don't think I started caring about brows until I started doing YouTube. No, I lie. Maybe no, I started doing YouTube. So when I had my son, I first did it. That's when I started worrying about brows. And by that point, like I said, I had already had my piercing since 98. So it was already here and I wasn't going to re-pierce it. So anyway, the whole point is it's really hard to do brows the same because of the piercing that's in the way. So I love my piercing though. I'm not taking it out. That's my goal. There's always just that one, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. What we need to do? Let's dust all this off. So I'm going to use that flat brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. So I really like using that to kind of press in powder. Let's see. Do I have? Oh, I have my purse in here. Okay. Here it is. I have two. I have one I keep at my job and one I have buried in my purse. So this brand is called Natural Premium Oil Blotting Tissues. And so they look like this. They're bamboo, supposedly charcoal bamboo. And so I just press that into my oily areas. And like I said, you can do this before you put on your before you put on your primer, and then after you put on your foundation. And that way it could soak up any oil on your face. Because I get oily too around my eyebrows. And so I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's already oil right there trying to come through, like trying to ruin all the work. Okay, let me hurry up and stop. Okay, so after I dust up all the powder, I use rose water. I switched to this brand, Tropical Holistic, 100% organic rose water hydrosol with 24 karat gold. So it's infused with real 24 karat gold. Try to see what it says on here. It increases the elasticity of the skin, reduce fine lines, wrinkles, and blemishes, maintain the skin's pH balance, and slow down the depletion of collagen level in your skin cells. So I use it as part of my skincare routine, also for my makeup. I love rose water. I have like a little pump in my purse, and then I have the bigger one at home. And so I just spray that to kind of help melt the powder. If I'm dry in this area from the makeup or anything like that, it will hydrate that area, and just, I really like rose water. So let that dry. While that's drying, we're gonna go. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm dropping stuff over here like always. I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that blue since it's already under our under eye. And we're going to add a little bit and act like we put it there on purpose. So same method as before, just pack it on, blend it out. Okay. Oh, got some on my work pants. That's just dandy. We need highlight. So I'm going to go in with the Jackie Aina palette, and we're going to use this shade called Soleil right here. I actually really like this palette. I didn't think I was going to. I just really wanted to support her, but I actually really like it. You can create neutral looks. You can create bold looks. I feel like she gave a palette for everybody, even though, of course, it was geared towards darker skin people. I still feel like anybody could use it. And this is the brush I use. One of the first ones I use. It still has a little bit of product on there. I'm just going to kind of restore some of the color to that area. So what's left over right there. Okay. And then one last thing. Yeah, I really like her palette. So yeah, I changed my mind. We're doing glitter. Wait, first, let me do setting spray real quick. So this is the Beauty Bakery setting spray. I can't remember if I uploaded the video or not. I really want to like this spray. It's not bad. But again, a lot of stuff I review is for oily skin. And to me, this just doesn't keep your oil at bay very long. And then like the nozzle gets blocked up really easily. So I'm not a big fan of the application. And like it doesn't come out as a mist. It's like squirting at me. Is someone mowing their lawn? I am going to use glitter. And this is from, who is this by? I don't remember. I used it before on my channel. I can't remember. It's some brand I found at the beauty supply store. It's a glitter eyeliner. So it looks like this. Is a rose gold color. I don't know. So we're just gonna add that to the inner corner. See, we're not gonna go too crazy. Okay, so we kind of did like in the inner corner, and then I dragged it to the under eye area a little bit. Okay. Make sure that's blended because this does tend to like kind of cake up a little bit if you use too much of it. So I'm gonna let that dry. And then all I have left is, oh my gosh, lashes. Ow. Okay. Out of convenience, I usually this is like my go-to highlight. This is from Black Radiance, a True Complexion 3D highlight palette. I mean, as you can see, hopefully I'm like hitting pan right here. And then I use the Morphe E61 brush. I've been into this whole nose highlight thing. In the bridge. I started doing that, the last parts of 2019. I like it. I forgot to do blush. Okay, we're not doing blush today. We're just going to take Paradise and we're going to use it as a blush slash highlighter. I know it's not showing up on camera, but it's showing up in person. I can't believe at first when people start, okay, so when I started in makeup, it was called strobing. And we really didn't use it that much on clients. Where I was okay, where I'm from, we didn't use it that much. And then of course, I don't know, I can't even tell you when it started taking off. Someone decided to market it from strobing to call it a highlighter. And I was just like, what is this crap people are putting on their face? I was like, highlighter? You mean strobing? I was like that. I was just like, okay, why are y'all acting like this is so new? But I mean, I guess everybody is new to certain things in makeup, right? Especially if a concept was being used by pro artists or by drag queens. You know, if you weren't in that community, why would you know about a technique? I was young then when I was speaking that stuff. I understand stuff better now. But anyway, when it came out, I was just like, what? Why are we doing this every day? Why are we doing this for everyday looks? What are you people doing? This is stupid. And then I don't even remember when I tried it. I want to say I really gave it a go when I was selling Modus Cosmetics. I think that's when I really tried it because they released some highlighters and I fell in love. So that's why I always say try stuff like before you like turn your nose up at it, because you might actually like it. And then you might not, but it's best to like try it before turning your nose, because I was known for that. I was known for kind of turning my nose up at certain things. You know, being a Capricorn, we're always right. So, but now it's like, okay, before I make a face, let me actually try it. I mean, there are still some things I'm like, no. Mm-mm. But I feel like I've gotten better over the years. And that's why I say a lot of the stuff I do on my channel is some of the stuff that I've kind of learned growing up, as you can say. Because I feel like we're always growing up. We're always learning, and you should be learning and changing and adapting and just improving, being the best you could be. You only get one life being this you. So make the most out of it. Okay. So I use the not duo. Wow. I use Star Glue. I think I'm thinking about going back to duo. Maybe that was what was on my mind. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It dries pretty quickly, but I'm in a rush. I'm gonna do one more layer. So this is kind of early in the day of the. Actually, do I have any more? I think I have a little bit. I like this. This is what I use on clients. It's blue marble. There's a blue version, which is this one, which is the water base, and then there's a green one, which is the alcohol. Ah, this is clogged. Come on. Oh, no, it's like right there. It really helps keep the oil at bay. I would only recommend the green one if maybe if you're maybe getting married, like you have an event, like an all-day event like that. Or if you're a stage performer, because all those lights, you start sweating. So I would recommend the green one. But if you don't fall into either of those two categories, I would use the blue one. The blue one's not waterproof, but if you do sweat or get any water, all you got to do is just blot and kind of reset your makeup and you're fine. Like if I know I'm going to be outside, I definitely like to use that setting spray. Okay, so I'm struggling with these lashes because these are the 25mm lashes. And with this particular brand, they don't sit like I'm used to. So I have to kind of play around with it as it's drying. I do. I have Urban Decay. So Urban Decay, the oil slick one, works really well. And then I just wanted to try the Beauty Bakery one just to compare. But I do like the Urban Decay one. As I said in one of my videos, Urban Decay with that Beauty Bakery setting powder, and then the Ulta mattifying primer. Oh man, my makeup looks so good all throughout the day. I haven't tried the Mario one. I just saw mixed reviews on it, and I just didn't want to try it. I love lashes. Like I said on my giveaway video, I'm obsessed with lashes because I really don't have any lashes. They're really thin and really short. So I'm unfortunately not one of those people that can just put mascara on with a look and you'll see my lashes. Like my daughter can do that, but I can't. It looks like I have nothing on my eyes. And I've tried so many different mascaras over the years. And I just, if I do a eyeshadow look, I can't do just mascara on my lashes. Like I have to have some type of lash on there to help it out. Because in my opinion, personal opinion, I feel like lashes can make or break a look. Yeah, it's like they're just not there. I see everybody like, oh, this new mascara came out, and they put it on, and like their lashes, their natural lashes are so gorgeous. I get the same product, and my lashes are like, you thought. So I'm like, I'm just so disappointed each time. I like I really want to just wear mascara sometimes, but it just doesn't work. And I've tried lash extensions, and whatever adhesive they use, it like when it gets wet, it irritates, it burns my eyes. And I know that I think there's like different ones to try, but I don't want to try. And plus, that is expensive. The upkeep on like I can't do extensions, lash extensions, and do my nails. So one of them's got to go, and of course, it's going to be the lash extensions. But I like the convenience of them. You know, your lashes are always done. See, I'm scared to do lash tinting, like the lash tinting, the lash curling, like that stuff just scares me being so close to the eye like that. But that's just me, you know, to each his own. But I don't know, I'm just thankful to be able to have sight, and I just don't want to do anything. If I can, I try to avoid anything that can, you know, potentially do something. It gives you a little lift. See, like I think it also too depends on what look you're doing. If you're doing like a really natural, low key eye look, maybe I can get away with certain mascaras. But you know me, I typically go for the big and the bold. And I think natural looks are so pretty. And I watch people do their natural looks. I'm like, oh, she's so gorgeous. That's so pretty. I'm going to do that. And then I get to my makeup and never happens. Never happens. See? Yeah, it's just scary putting those products near your eye like that. I'm just a little hesitant and scared about that. This mascara I'm using is the This has been my mascara that I ordered. It's pretty good. I don't have any issues with it disappearing and getting ate up by my lashes somehow. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with my look. Besides putting, of course, the mascara. So as I stated at the beginning, I want to do this called See You Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to do another one this month. Just follow me on IG because my channel is not that big. I don't have access to a lot of the features on YouTube that the other YouTubers have. So I can't like put notifications and stuff on my channel to let you guys know. So IG, as of right now, is the best way. Facebook, I'll try to use the stories on Facebook more as well. So you can do the Facebook or IG. I for sure use IG, especially on the stories. But I'll let you guys know if I'm going to come back and do one for January or if I'm just going to wait for February. I want to do like either a makeup one or a hair, or maybe do both. Like one Saturday I do hair, one Saturday I do makeup. So today was the makeup one. So if I get another unit in, the next time I come on, it will be an unboxing and initial review, like live, just like we're doing right now. So like I said, just follow me on one of those two things. What am I trying to say? One of those two social media platforms, and that way you can know when I'm going to come back. Okay, I'm using the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in Screaming. Yeah, I saw this on a lot of Instagrammers using this. But the person who sold me on it was Val Pham. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. She was using it. Ooh, my voice cracked. So I wanted to use it. Oh, look at my background. Just so dirty. Sorry, guys. Okay, so for lippy, I'm going to use NYX. I love this color. This is Sand Beige. Looks like that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like this liner. Like I was searching for, I went to Ulta to try to find it because I was in Ulta getting the Urban Decay spray, and I couldn't find it in Ulta. And then for my birthday, I went to this makeup store and they had it. And I was like, yes, finally. Okay. But this is a beautiful color. I don't even know what to call this color. It's like a mauve color. It's really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and today we're going to use Clean Kisses lip gloss from the crayon case. This is like a neutral mauve color. I should have used my B. Simone lip gloss. This gloss was in my pocket, so it was the closest to me. All right, guys, let me put my nail glue in here in case I need to re-glue some nails. All right, I am done. Let me get to work. Thank you guys for sitting with me all these hours. I hope it was beneficial and it was fun. And now I'm gonna go hopefully have a really good work day. I don't know where my brush is at. Okay, so yeah, here's the completed look. And this is choking me. Okay, so I'm glad it was a lot of fun. I had fun. So I like talking and interacting. So this was fun. Hopefully, like I said, we'll have another one this month, but I do want to kind of get this established. So at least once a month, it'll be called See You Saturday. And I'll try to figure out maybe we'll do it a certain Saturday, maybe like the second and fourth Saturday of the month. That way you guys know. So it's kind of like a set schedule thing. Thank you so much. It came out the brows not so much, but everything else I think came out really good. So yes, it was so much fun. I had fun. Um, so yeah, let me get off of here and stop babbling and talking because I could go on talking for forever. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, and I will see you. I know I have 2 videos I need to finish editing, and I will upload those. And then there's the giveaway going on. And yeah, let me go browse the internet to see what unit I want to grab and review next. So, all right. Bye.